Hello everybody, the Phantom Rose Link here once again, last time on Pokemon Fire Red. Well, we don't need to talk about last time, it was the rest of the Sevi Isles. This time, let's finish this. We have 2 objectives left in the entire game, and for one of them, I'd say we go and introduce these 2. Yeah, I thought for some fun I'd bring these 2 back, yet again. For decision?
Oh my gosh, how are you?
And apparently Nick has become Igor for this episode.
No.
I'm here
What happened
too.
to thing 3? I was gonna say, what happened to thing 3?
Wow! I'm not even the cat in the hat, I'm just a thing! Nick, you asshole!
I was trying to make it funny!
Yeah, you called...
Since you already started swearing, we're back, bitches!
Well, the swearing is when you just decide to drop an F-bomb out of nowhere. AKA half of the KFC conspiracy. I forgot to grab... So, ladies and gentlemen, we have one Pokemon that is not told to us about. It's a roaming legendary. I need HM Woman. Damn it. Hey, even some of the last-minute Pokemon are showing up again. But yeah, I decided to say screw it and we'll use Deoxys to get this Pokemon to appear. And you can be put out of the party. You have done so freaking much. But yeah, we have just 2, maybe 3 things left to do in this entire project before we say goodbye, and I am sad. Oh, sweet Jesus. I am the sads.
You spent like a couple weeks recording this.
Yes. Well, first things first, go into the bag. I bought Max Repels, bitches. And we want to check not the Versus Seeker, but the bicycle, because the bike is incredibly helpful. Did I battle these 2? And one battle with this Pokemon is never too much of a thing, because... Yeah. Rapidash and Ninetales versus Deoxys.
And
Or the fox from Naruto and a My Little Pony.
Damn. I don't even know if that's a set. Bruce is gonna kill them both. Deoxys' back sprite looks so stupid. Hooray!
it looks like a different Pokemon from the back.
Deoxys did absolutely nothing! And that got
What is this,
Bruce so
Luigi
low.
Mario Party?
Yikes. So, the reason Deoxys is in the front of the party is that going back and forth, it will show up rather quickly as long as you have a Pokemon that's between level 30 and 49. Oh! Oh shit! This is it!
Oh my god!
Hooray! Hi, Suicune!
Where's the Master
Get-
Ball?
Get the hell over here! Also, for my friend Nat, this is for you, sis. Yeah. 4 minutes in, and Suicune is ours! This Pokemon races across the land. It is said that that north winds will somehow blow whenever it appears. We are not giving Suicune a nickname. Suicune is exclusively if you have chosen Charmander, like myself. You will get Entei if you have chosen Bulbasaur, and Raikou if you have chosen Squirtle. My god, this could be a short episode.
Or
Yeah.
Saber-toothed Tiger. What I could have sworn is not a Tyrannosaurus, and no, these 3 aren't the Power Rangers.
What Power Rangers team would these guys even represent?
Could be Sun Vulcan, but they're not. Could be Sun Vulcan if you change the animals around. But then again, that's Sentai, not Rangers.
Yes, you dumbass.
I was trying to get creative with these three because I couldn't think of something funny.
And clearly you failed even then. You know what? Let's get on the bike and head to Cerulean. That is our final destination before going home. Oh, sweet. If
we don't get killed on the way there.
Eh. I highly doubt we'll actually get killed. The Pokemon in there might be strong, but we are stronger. Or if they are stronger, my team is strongest. I'm surprised Nick isn't saying anything with what I just quoted.
Repeat it again. I'm also trying, as we are speaking, to wrap up a spiky-haired pointing objection dude's court case, and by that I mean I'm playing the other half of the Ace Attorney franchise.
I said if the Pokemon in this cave are stronger, then my team is strongest.
And I mean, you have to clock that statement up to a certain degree.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final challenge.
A science experiment.
Cerulean Cave. With Pokemon that are in the late 50s! Reika could still one-shot... Hey, I used you before! Oh, so... Primate ain't got swagger!
We ain't got no time for that.
Oh my god, that's honest to god hilarious. Actually, I believe every Pokemon in here is under level 54, so... we have to use Thunder Wave on the big boss anyway, so... mind me in. Hooray! A clown has been helpful! Said nobody ever before this point. No, it is not this ladder. I am not going after all the items. I believe it is... Hey, free full restore. I believe it is... this ladder. No, it is not. It is the other one. It is that one over there. And Max Elixir, not bad. Yeah, it is the deepest. It is the deepest ladder. Cerulean Cave is infamously a maze.
Fun fact about Mewtwo, apparently.
Thanks for spoiling it.
No, it was related to the manga, but okay.
I was kind of pulling off. Yeah, we all know what's in this cave. We all know what the final battle of this series was going to be.
Shit.
Oops.
I blame Nick for anything that goes wrong with this episode.
Oops, I did it again. I messed with you.
Don't get DMCA!
Well, it's Nick's bad singing. I don't think that's going to get a DMC takedown.
We also didn't play the actual song.
Yeah. Also, YouTube has been checking all these episodes as I've been scheduling them, and no issues.
Oh, we're fine?
Well, it's Pokemon music. Free Ultra Ball. Okay. Oh, hey, a failed experiment. Jesus! You know what? Screw it. I have some Ultra Ball. I have some Great Balls.
Unless you kill...
Mind me and said Ditto?
I'm the better Psychic type.
No.
Well, Ditto's also not Psychic type.
Are you gonna find another one?
Not purposefully, most likely. deep blue water, Gumpy Squid! Ladies and gentlemen, the main attraction of this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate legendary Pokemon of the Kanto region. This thing is downright scary!
We already used our Master Ball on one of the beasts, so,
Well, the only beast. Also, it's a roamer. Would you rather me be roaming, trying to catch that thing for hours?
If it's roaming, do you think we can add to its foam plan?
No, I don't think Suicune even has a cell phone. Yep! This bastard has this crap. This is where most of the time of this episode's going to come from.
Just sitting here while it does something, yes.
Yeah.
that's a dead mime.
Yeah. Mewtwo, you see, Mewtwo doesn't like clowns. You know what? Let's see it. Skull Kid has stupid high attack.
Oh,
swipe-
my boy!
Oh, Jesus!
Oh!
Screw it! Let's see how much... Skull Kid!
Did it hit the wall?
Oh my god, this is...
Oh!
Mewtwo used Swift, physical tank. Now it's time to do this! You ass!
Son of a bitch!
Brick break. Let's just see. Like, the issue is, if I use Boomerang, it's dead.
No, I'm pretty sure Mewtwo's appeared in every generation of Pokemon, if my math is right.
I don't believe it has. I believe it missed Generation 5. Damn it.
It was in Gen
You
1.
were doing great, sweetie.
It was in Gen 2.
Joey. You know what? It is time to start chucking the 157 Ultra Balls! This thing could be piss easy, or it could take 20 hours. Sight. Mewtwo, issue. You didn't even do half of Joey's HP. There's a reason I saved. Mewtwo could easily be the reason I actively fall. You know, I don't believe Mewtwo has appeared in every generation. It's not in Generation 3. 1, 2, 3! Oh, that would have made me laugh if 13 minutes in, Mewtwo caught. Come on, buddy. Mewtwo. Wait. So it has 2 offensive moves. Recover. And Safeguard. That is weird. And it's the 50-50 paralysis. And we still have over 150 Ultra Balls. 1, 2... I'm waiting for the... Joey is almost back to full HP. Joey is almost back to full HP, ladies and gentlemen. Mewtwo used Safeguard, but it failed. Mewtwo is no longer protected by Safeguard. Oh. Okay, yeah, no, the audio just decided to be a jerk during the last major catch. Are you guys even there? Give me 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, Discord crashed in the middle of the recording.
I think Mewtwo hated us so
One,
much he decided to
two,
make Discord.
3!
What?
What?
Huh?
What?
A Pokemon whose
What?
genetic code was repeatedly recombined for research. It turned vicious as a result. What? Ladies and gentlemen, Mewtwo crashed Discord and caught. What the hell?
Okay. Okay. First it was the Deoxys thing. Now this.
This
How
piece.
long are we in?
As of right now, 17 minutes.
You wanna catch this Ditto?
Yeah, let's catch Ditto. Let's catch
Yeah,
the
we just-
failed genetic Mewtwo.
Yeah, we got your brother.
Even Ditto hates me.
We don't, except we don't have his little clone.
Oh
Ditto
my god, it's
transformed-
like he is.
Ditto transformed into Bruce.
There are 2 Batmen?
No, Bruce Lee. I could easily say Bruce, get in the Ultra Ball. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Ditto. Hi, Ditto.
This is the real squishy right here.
Oh my god, that's the final legendary. That is
That's another Ditto.
levels. Okay, let's see. How quickly does it die to Bruce?
It got one-shotted. That answers that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are simply running out of Cerulean Cave as level 64. Jesus. If you need Pokemon to rematch the league with, here's where you find them. That's an 11 level variation. My god. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finished. We have caught every legendary Pokemon there is to catch in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Deoxys. The legendary beast, Raikou, Entei, or Suicune, depending on who you chose. And we have Mewtwo.
So what do we do for the rest of an episode?
We go home. Our journey's over.
West Virginia. Samuel.
Wait, let's not. Nick, shut up before I have Joey or Bruce drop rocks on you. Joey use a blazer on you.
He's not going to hurt the man that named him.
You don't know that. He doesn't know you. Have you ever thought about that? Oh my god. I knew the legendary beast was going to be guaranteed, but... Oh my god, it is over. What? Level 46 Machoke? My god. Well, this is a... Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna heal the team. And... actually, no. Let's do this on camera, because it's the final time this team will ever be healed. Oh my god, that actually happened. I can't believe I had a live Discord crash on camera. And then that happened.
Probably gonna be the first of many.
Let's reorganize this team a little bit. You know, I know a fun thing we can do. We have money to spare.
Buy
Let's sell-
endless Ultra Balls.
Endless Ultra Balls. I ended up needing, like, 40? 40? Or, no! 34 Ultra Balls! For every legendary.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to this Pokemon printer, and for only 50, let's go with a nice Flash.
I'm getting a phone call. I will be right back.
I will, and so will I. Sorry, I was waiting on Nick to get back, because...
Told you I was
well,
quick.
it's time we head back home. Flying on the back of the one Pokemon who started this adventure. Hard to believe. Professor Oak's lab was where this all began, and where are we ending it? But taking a nice, long, deserved rest at home. Let's see what games we got. Who knows, maybe we got the original Mother. Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, I want to give attention to the Pokemon who followed us. The docile dragon Reika. Despite not being a dragon, she was the closest thing we ever got to one. The timid, quirky Mimian, a gift from Riley for giving him an Abra, and a demon in his own right. The sassy... the sassy Australian himself. Found from the fighting dojo in Saffron, Bruce was a powerhouse from beginning to end. Skull Kid, the orphan child we found back in Pokemon Tower, brave as could be.
My boy!
Holding on to the club it's had ever since we first started using him. A powerhouse with incredible strength. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, Skull Kid is ending the series with using the Thick Club with over 268 attack. Never underestimate a Marowak. Joey, the careful, lazy boy of the group. Not good with trading cards, but also not good at much of anything outside of being comic relief.
Now,
This comic
if you
relief
excuse me. I'm taking him to the mattress store back in Brooklyn, so I'm gonna need him after the recording.
But he was a powerhouse who knew how to take nice, solid naps. And the
Like a lazy boy mattress.
And the hasty speedster Gumpy Squid, found near the power plant of all things. Don't underestimate the common poison types, ladies and gentlemen. A tank and the fastest Pokemon on our team by the end. Ladies and gentlemen, our final movesets for the entirety of this team that I can only say one thing about. I was scared about using Charizard, but that is all. Next time we see each other on this channel, there will be something new. Maybe we'll go out into the cosmos. Until then, adieu, au revoir, fare thee well.
Hear yourselves, alright?
Farewell, my friends. Until we meet again, yes.